Okay, should be live right now. Not gonna do an introduction tonight, not gonna do anything like that. Um, Tonight, decided to do a little bit of an impromptu stream because I was hearing a lot of rumors about this Yandere dev individual, and it interests me because, like, I don't know, it just seems to me to be another like event, so to say, that's coming about. People seem to be clamoring around this controversy in order to say that they're, you know, um, doing stuff like I don't know, exposing this guy and seeing what an awful person he is and stuff like that. Um, but I don't know the full gist of it, and I honestly like to see for myself. In addition to that, there's also the idea that what there's also this document that's been being passed around, and I figured that'd be a good place to start. See how awful this person is. Now, I'm just going to disclose some of my biases. I don't think that Yandere Dev's a good guy. I think that he's a grifter, just like a lot of them are. And I think that he's worthy of criticism and suspicion. So I just want to put that out there. However, I also want to be objective about this. I don't want to just shoot from the hip and just say, oh, yeah, he's guilty without actually looking through all the allegations and looking at what's going on here. And I figured, hey, why not just go through this? All right. So I guess then it's time to get started. The document that I'm going to be looking at would be here. And it's a document called Why You Shouldn't Support Yandere Dev. And it's being passed around in several Discord servers, and people have been using this as good evidence that Yandere Dev is a piece of shit. I'll also be going, as I go through this document, looking through each allegations one by one through the evidence. And I'll be documenting in this document here where it has allegation, evidence, defense, and miscellaneous notes over here. So without further ado, let's get started. Also, I didn't do any like promotion of the stream or anything like that. I figured this is just for like to live stream it because one, I'd rather just not sit around just like doing it by myself and like, just running into confirmation bias. So if you have any feedback, put it in the chat. I'll be paying attention to that. And in addition to that, I'll be also just streaming this in order to document it and then have it up on my channel later. All right. So with that all said, let's actually read this document. Okay, let's get that up real quick. Here. Okay. Why you shouldn't support Yandere Dev, doc. Mostly up-to-date document. Feel free to suggest if something is missing here. It has a link to a Reddit thread. I'll be clicking that in a minute. This video linked to this is shit. Feel free to use any info in this to make your own video. If you need any info, contact me and Lives' Discord contact. I might do that later on. In the meantime, just going to go through what this document actually contains. Let's start with this Reddit post, see what's going on there. Okay, it's just there. Hopefully, we'll do that all night. Okay, great. So we have to sign up in order to view this document. Hey, I love Reddit. Okay. Let's see. Hey, give me a second. Let's go back to default screen here. And just bear with me for a second. Okay. Give me one quick second. There we go. All right. Sorry, someone's just messaging me on Discord for some reason. Okay, so it turns out this subreddit is actually inaccessible because it's set to private by the moderators. So already we got a problem with this document already. At the very first link, gives you no information, and is essentially useless. Yeah, so that's not helpful. All right, that out of the way. Let's go back to the rest of the document. Okay, give me one quick second. Okay, so back to the document. Some actual good videos in the situation. Then it links a bunch of YouTube videos. I'm going to assume that these videos that are linked are not actually critical to understanding what's going on, but rather it is a means of just compiling it in a narrative form for people who don't want to actually sift through all the sources and just want like a hot take by some charming and charismatic individuals, quote unquote charming charismatic, and you can just get their opinion and then just like echo it to other people. But we're going to go a little bit deeper than that. So if anything, we'll go back to these at the end. Maybe they have some evidence this document doesn't show, but I'm going to assume that the person who did this is the least bit competent and didn't just want us to trust a bunch of YouTubers on this shit. All right. This is basically a document that shows everything I have found during a period of research between November and December, back when I was creating a video on Yandere dev, before the Cum Chalice and speedrun memes took off, with some added info from events that followed. Too long didn't read. He is a bad programmer with no formal training, massive incel, is horrible to volunteers, potential pedophile, that's a big one, and is incredibly inefficient in developing Yandere Simulator, and bad design as well, and being a general cunt to his fans, and steals assets. Quick introduction if you don't know shit about this whole situation. Yandere Simulator is a game developed by a developer under the alias of Yandere Dev, real name Alex Mahan. It is a game initially conceptualized on 4chan's V in early 2013 that soon gained the attention of many popular Let's Play YouTubers, propelling the game's popularity into the heavens and even allowing him to create a running Patreon, which funds it to this day. In the game's 6+ year long development, it has had a lot of controversies related to various parts, such as the game being banned on Twitch and a quickly dropped partnership with TinyBuild. These controversies mainly exploded in two parts. In 2018, when the developer was linked with his old username, I can't pronounce this, Evaxifon, a username with a long and iffy history, causing many videos such as the real Yandere Dev to be posted. This died down for a while, however, it got gaslighted again in early 2020 due to an old video of him drinking a milk goblet popped up, causing people to do stuff such as speedrun bans on his Discord server and edit original video in various ways whilst calling it the Cum Chalice. This brings us up to today. The developer's email was hacked by a Kiwi Farms member. Okay, that's weird. Causing his subreddit to be handed to r/Osana admins and his old meta moderators being removed, along with many details containing information about the game popping up, such as additional details on the TinyBuild situation that was previously unknown. Okay. We got a lot of information to sift through here already. I'm just going to go ahead and take each of these and put them into the accusations part for that other document I showed. Let me pull that up. Okay. Seems that it has... Hang on a second. Get that fixed. Capture decided to break apart. Okay. Here. Right. Fixing that. That's weird. The window just completely died off. That one. There we go. Okay. Much better. Okay. That. Also, Demi the Skull Kid in chat says, hey, hello. All right. Hey, Demi. All right. So the first of these would be he is a bad programmer with no formal training. Add that as well. And what were the other allegations? Massive incel. And is horrible to volunteers. Potential pedophile. Again, that's going to be a big one to prove. And is incredibly inefficient in developing Yandere's him and is bad designing it as well, which I will count that as one accusation. And let's see. Is a general cunt to his fans. What was the other one? And steals assets. Okay. Now, I have seen some good. Also, I was informed by some about his asset stealing ways, so I think there should be good evidence for that. But again, trying to keep biases to a minimum as I do the research based on this document. Okay, back to this browser. Let's scroll through the story. Okay, we already read that part. Let's go back to this paragraph here. That brings us up today. The developer's email was hacked by a Kiwi Farms member. All right, we're going to click that link right now. Okay, so it's not that simple. Copy the link. Try to see. Nope, that didn't work. Not what I wanted either. There we go. Google Documents is weird sometimes. And apparently this is to the member page, which is why you can't see it because you have to log in to get an account. And I'm not going to bother with that. Causing a subreddit to be handed. Okay. That part. It's up here. Like the Kiwi Farms thread, which by the way, I'm just going to say this for the record. If there's a Kiwi Farms thread, based on my knowledge of Kiwi Farms over the past year or so, it immediately put a red flag on anything they say, a big question mark. Because in my experience, Kiwis are really, really bad at digging. They're very guilty of biased digging. They don't know how to differentiate between, they already have predetermined conclusions whenever they go into something, and they're not very objective at all when it comes to this stuff. And they usually have an agenda or a goal, even if that agenda or goal is just to laugh at as many retards as possible on the internet. So another thing I don't like about this is that instead of linking to the actual post, which is something you can do on Kiwi Farms quite easily, like you can just like copy this and then, just as an example, want to link to that specific post, you could, like so. They make you dig for it. So again, kind of sloppy of whoever made this document. It should link directly to the post in question, not just make you have to sift through a thread. Especially since most of this is just chatter, which is just completely useless, and nobody cares about any of this crap. Let's just do a quick search. Okay. Okay. Probably should vet these sources first because some of this information might be a bit personal. They probably don't want this like broadcast on a live stream or something like that. All right, so we're just gonna go to this tab, and I'll probably just go through verify the Kiwi Farms links first, then go over them. Okay. All right, we'll get back to that one. And let me actually go and add that to the document here of allegations. Tiny. Okay. Going back to the document. Fans. First part of him being an asshole to his fans, not exactly very mature. Him refusing to go to a fan server and saying he would rather see a person die rather than go back. All right, click on that. Apparently, these are direct messages with Yandere Dev and this guy called the Drama Llama. If that person ever gets kicked from the server, I consider returning. Not as long as their presence is plaguing it. I think that's Yandere Dev. I'm not sure. It's not very clear based on the screenshot. The Drama Llama responds, Yuji doesn't hate you. He's the type of person that just speaks his mind, and he is quite dramatic. He really is trying to apologize to you, but you have him blocked. Please unblock him, and hear him out. The mods aren't kicking without proof of rule breaking. Screenshots would be nice, rather than just saying they are an asshole. From what I have seen, you don't like Devilish Angel, what? Dabest Burb, or I can't. Okay, I've said before on this show, I can't pronounce anything foreign. I'm not going to pronounce that, so I'm just going to refer to this guy as JS or JS. I am not a mod, so if you have evidence, please contact DGP. I think the world would be a better place if Yuji died. I will never return to the server as long as Yuji is there. Okay, kind of dickish. Guess we can add that to the evidence of being a cunt, which is quite the specific allegation. Okay. Seemingly him justifying him telling a person to kill themselves. Okay, that's a really weird way to phrase that. Did he tell someone to kill themselves, or didn't he? You're asking about something that happened months ago. I barely remember. I probably should read the bottom of this first. Okay, so here's the thing. But that doesn't answer why you would be so rude to this other sold out. They were a legitimate fan of yours, and you told them to kill themselves over a simple question. Why would you bother to say that at all? See, 99% of the time my interactions with fans are extremely positive. Doesn't seem like it. Also, Senpai is home in the chat says Game Sleuth just commented 2 of my vids. LOL. That's another character which I will get into in the think. I just want to go over this document first. We lay the groundwork as to what exactly Yandere Dev is being accused of. Although I will say I have noticed Senpai's coverage on this. So I've gotten a lot of the most recent developments from his videos. Um, yeah, it does seem like that's an interesting case. It does seem like a lot of people are basically just using this for use this as an opportunity to give themselves notoriety of their own by going after someone who's notorious. So basically, vigilante justice, the same kind of things that goes on with the internet. My click versus your click, same sort of faggotry that we're all accustomed and used to, as people who've watched the show for a long time are well aware of. You're asking about something that happened months ago. I barely remember, but if I recall correctly, they were being a dick to me all night, and I was getting tired of their shit. Okay, so apparently he admits to telling someone to go kill themselves, but apparently he also wants to provide some kind of context that kind of justifies it, I guess. But at the same time, we're relying on his faulty memory and someone else's faulty memory, so it's still counts as evidence, but it does have to be acknowledged that the evidence isn't as strong as it could be. So now I get why he phrased it as he did. Add that to the document. Let me show that so you know what it looks like. Okay. Come after that. Probably be more. Okay. Our browser. Okay, his response to a channel basically dedicated to editing his streams and linking to his Discord. What that's about. Some people, and this is Yandere Dev, some people are just too fucking annoying to keep around. I don't want to look over at the Discord chat and think, ugh, bunch of fucking obnoxious little children. Why the fuck would I want an environment like that? It was such a mistake for a Yandere Dev fan to have linked here. And then you got a guy with the Pepe Frog emoji acting rather shocked. Or people with, I guess, a disappointed cat emoji. And then Yandere Dev responds with, I have to ban another little kid every 5 seconds. Yeah, thus far, out of all the screenshots I've seen, this is him being the most dickish. So I'm going to add that to the document as well. There. And then that. Okay. Him calling people in a Discord server cockroaches. Oh yeah, we went over that one. Did I go over this one? Let me just check that. Speedrunning is just a deceptive way to say deliberately acting like a piece of shit to compete with other people who are also deliberately acting like pieces of shit to see who can be a piece of shit the fastest. No, what are you talking about? I mean, yeah, there's a lot of drama and very exceptional individuals in the speedrunning community, but I don't think the entirety of speedrunning is that. This guy says he's not wrong. Like winning an award for being a dumb fuck. Okay. This one's not as bad as this one here, but it's not a good look. I'll say that. Not a good look at all. Okay. Him calling people in a Discord server. Okay, we already went over that. Him telling a user to shove a cactus up their ass and die. Okay, that I gotta see. Private video. Sign in if you've been granted access to this video. Well, guess that's not evidence. Maybe I can... Hang on a second. See if I can do a little bit of digging to find this one. Good old web.archive.org. Nope. Archive.is. And no. Nothing of the sort. Second part, Banaholic. Him banning words in his server. Also, oh, that's an interesting one. I wonder how many people who are after Yandere Dev for banning specific words in a server are also going to ban very specific words in a server. That's interesting. Just a reminder, if you send a picture of Dev's face anywhere, you'll be kicked. If this happens more than once, you will be banned. If you ping Dev and you have no role, you will be banned. If you ping Dev and you have a role, you will be kicked. Any subsequent times, you will be banned. These rules are non-negotiable. Non-words like bruh, oop, rip, ew, I, and f don't contribute anything meaningful to discussions and no different from spam. Yeah, okay, that's kind of funny. That is pretty funny. Okay. But I got a feeling that a lot of people have very cringy rules for their servers and would justify that any kind of moderation they have is also acceptable. In fact, let me add a new table here. Call it. Let's see. Unfair bans. Add that there. Okay. Where was I? Back to the document. Yeah, get banned if you call him by his real name, by the way. Only trolls call me Alex. Okay, Alex. Like, what kind of a fragile ego is this where he actually makes a statement like that? Like, man, I can see why some people say he has a god complex. Everyone else calls me Yandere Dev because that's what I'm known by. Nobody does that other than trolls. So if you're just throwing up a red flag that identifies you as a troll, okay. This guy is really a tardon of his Discord server then. Let's see. I'm just going to add that to unfair bans. Okay. Him basically admitting to banning people with no prior evidence towards them. Yandere Dev blocks and bans people who didn't do anything wrong. In short, no, I didn't. No, I don't. Oh, I think this is actually from a website we can view. Because I think I did go over something like this real quick, where he was just going through a bunch of controversy from his own words and saying how much, saying like, oh, well, nothing I'm accused of is actually real, etc. Let me just read through this. There are Discord servers dedicated to stalking / harassing / doxing people. Some of these servers are targeting me. I think that there is good evidence of this based on what we saw on the Kiwi Farms thread and the fact that in this document you have a guy admitting that he hacked Yandere Dev. Apparently, Yandere Dev is the bad guy, though. Oh, man. I mean, Yandere Dev is an asshole and a grifter, but still, some of the shit that he's complaining about is actually happening to the guy. It's pretty funny. Some of these servers are targeting me. Some of my friends visit these servers and tell me what the people inside are planning to do to me next. When these people attempt to post on my subreddit or my Discord, they get banned immediately because we already know what they are planning to do. These people assume that they were banned for posting something harmless, but they were actually banned because we were fully aware of their true intentions. Wait a minute. Gotta look over that allegation. Okay, so this one's actually wrong. This document says that he's basically admitting to banning people with no prior evidence towards them. That's not what he admits here. What he admits to doing is banning people based on where they're coming from. And to me, yeah, I think that's completely justified. Like, if you're coming from a group that is actively out to cause shit with you, and then he wants to go ahead and say, actually, no, you people that are self-identifying as part of this group, we don't trust you. We don't want you here. Get out. That only makes sense. You show me who you walk with, I'll tell you who you are. That's not him banning someone for no reason. That's people who are actively working together to coordinate efforts to go ahead and fuck with you, attempting to fuck with your community who have no business being there. So no, this line, this isn't actually good evidence of this allegation here. Um, now you could argue this point, like perhaps Yandere Dev is being overzealous, targeting entire swaths of communities that only have a few bad actors, or something like that. Maybe there's more to it than just what's presented here, but based on that, this is not good evidence. Dude getting banned for no reason permanently. Take a look at that. Zoom in a little bit. Okay, so this is messages with standard sub and Yandere Dev. Or yes, you'll be associated with them and banned along with them. Sorry if I sounded rude. Won't happen again. XP. Thanks for unbanning me though. I appreciate it. I'm banned again. I'm not sure, but I think it was a mod who thinks I was a raider since I was banned earlier. And he posts a link, and I'm going to try to type that out. Let's see. Okay, give me a second. Let me find out where I fucked up. 4554313 967 4. Nine. Okay. And let me try that again. By the way, this link here should have also been included in the document. This is just kind of sloppiness that wasn't included. Okay, apparently that link's dead, or I just am not able to type it out. I'm going to assume it's dead, though. Okay, so apparently he got banned for no reason, but Yandere Dev showed a screenshot here. That's not for no reason. So no, this is not good evidence of this claim either. Okay, so what's this about? It's apparently kind of ironic. Sub only, that means the only people who come here are adults with credit cards and jobs to provide disposable income. No annoying trolls, no obnoxious teenage kids. Okay, I guess that's ironic. That's kind of just a dunk point. It doesn't really matter. Actually, this does kind of matter though. It just shows that like the thing that he's after is just money. That's his primary motivator for all this, which we'll get into the grifting stuff. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think that him being a dick to his fans is really that big of a deal. Yeah, he is being an asshole. Don't get it twisted. And yeah, he should be called out to a certain extent. But it's like the guy is actively stealing people. I think that's worse. I think the fraud is worse. I think the behavior that any normal person would consider criminal is the thing that's an issue. Him banning a Twitch user for being an average Twitch user. Okay, let's take a look at that. I'm wondering why I was banned. You mentioned I might be a troll, but I've been watching the Yandere Sim progress for a while, and I've been a fan of yours. I'm sorry if I said something rude in chat, but I don't think so. I'd appreciate it if you told me what I did wrong and maybe unban me. Your general manner of speaking was annoying. It's difficult to put it into words. It's partially emotes you use. It gives your messages a certain obnoxious quote-unquote flavor. I still understand how that warrants a ban because I use emotes, and even if you think a fan is being annoying, why does that mean you should block them? I didn't make a stream so that I could look over the chat room and feel annoyed. Oh my gosh, this guy's such a faggot. I made a stream so I could have fun and enjoy the company of cool people. If someone's being obnoxious / annoying and strikes me as a troll, why keep them around? I could unban you, but there's no guarantee that you'd stay unbanned. Wow, that's just really fucking obnoxious of him. I have to add that one to the list for sure. Because that is good evidence of him being a cunt. Which I guess this could be like a subcategory of is a general cunt to his fans. But yeah, that one definitely counts. All right. Back to this. The time where justification for a user being banned was a rabbit in their name. Take a look at that. Let me give you a hypothetical situation. Let's say, for example, I observe that every single person who hates Yandere Simulator puts a rabbit icon at the end of their username. It's their way of, quote unquote, signaling to each other. So everyone with a rabbit icon gets banned. Then someone messages me and says, hey, why was I banned? And I explain the rabbit icon thing. Then he will tell his friends, shit guys, he figured out our secret. And all the Yandere Sim haters will change to a different method of identifying / signaling one another. In this case, it would have been very unwise of me to give an answer and reveal how I know the haters are signaling one another. In short, you were banned for a reason I can't tell you about. Because if you're one of my enemies, I'm not giving you a single bit of information that might help the rest of my enemies. What the fuck is this guy on? Like, okay, I get why they put so much emphasis on him being a cunt. He is one. Like, yeah, I think that's a proven allegation at this point. There's enough evidence to suggest this. Holy crap. This guy's so dumb. I just don't get it. I'm a bit baffled, honestly, just reading through this. I didn't realize how bad this shit was. Holy crap. Maybe I should be on his ass for being a cunt. Man. Okay. Seriously, the time where his justification for a user being banned was a rabbit in their name. Oh man. Him telling a viewer to kill themselves. Hopefully this link will work, and if it doesn't, I'll be very disappointed.
But like, as long as somebody is in your party. You're a fucking retard, sold out. Go fucking kill yourself, dumb shit. You're a fucking idiot. When you're playing a story game, you gotta pay attention to the story, dumb shit. Eat shit and die, fuckhead.
Oh, man. This fucking guy. Alright, we're gonna add that to the document. And being a cunt. Okay. Where was I? Him telling a viewer to kill themselves. Oh, I think we already saw that one. After a user being told to kill themselves and banned, users get timed out if they talk about it. Okay, let's go to that.
Oh yeah, he's gonna take my magazines anyway. If anybody's like, who got banned? Why did they get banned? Just time them out for 24 hours.
Welcome to ban world. Just ignore the chat. If the chat is giving you that much shit, just ignore them and let your moderators, who are just going to do what you say anyway, handle it. Like, really, it just makes you look like a cunt otherwise. And I can't say I blame people for that. All right, so I'm adding that one to unfair bans, for sure. Okay. Speaking of chat, what is the chat saying? Not much. That's okay. Continuing. Him calling a user mentally handicapped for asking a question. Go that. I'd love to see a version where she meets Senpai 1 a week later than when Osana is already his GF. That'd be interesting. ... Judging club room before it's 100% finished. Young child or mentally handicapped confirmed. Types exclamation point as their username, so they show up at the top of the list. Young child or mentally handicapped confirmed. Out, damn stain. Oh fucking hell! You may as well just say, "Be gone, Dave." This guy's such a fucking cunt. Man, I think that, yeah. I mean, there was some bits in here that's like, okay, that doesn't really. It's a little bit questionable, but man, just, again, pretty much confirmed. Damn. All right, back to the document. Blowing up at a user for asking a question. This is from Fuck Me Sensei. At Yandere Dev, are you considering doing something to Musumi's hair to make her fit in more with her group? Other girls in her group could have colorful hair. It's my lowest possible priority right now. Who the fuck cares, and why the fuck do people always bug me about this fucking shit? Just fuck off already, are the only thoughts that come to mind. Oh, sorry to bother you. Like, that's kind of cunty behavior, but at the same time, it's not like honestly, I've seen this guy say a lot worse already in this document, so I'm still adding it to the list, but it's not like the worst we've seen from this guy. Him blowing up at a fan for using a mod. Go stick your dick in a beehive. No, that's not a good response. Okay, it seems to be in a YouTube comment section. No, you can fuck right off. You've got absolutely no clue what you're talking about, you fucking dumbass. If something is an obstacle to development, I'm going to eliminate the obstacle. The mod was presenting obstacles for me in the form of worthless bug reports, so I cockblocked it. Go stick your dick in a beehive if you have a problem with this decision. Dumb fuck. Damn. Oh man. This guy. Like, dude, fucking chill. Seriously. You gotta, and this is really just a bad idea. Going ahead and shitting on your modding community is just a, oh wait, I'm sorry, this is not showing up on screen. Going ahead and shitting on your modding community is a surefire way to kill your own community. You want people to be creative. You want people to be developing things off of the thing that you already developed. That's how every modern game works nowadays, including indie games. This kind of shit, like, come on, dude. Like, if there's an issue of that degree, there would be an easier way to explain it, one. And two, I don't even think that's the case. I think you could have just, ignored it or found the way around it. But, well, again, hunt seems to be the theme here. Okay. His response / justification for doing that. This looks like to be on the subreddit. That guy made me really angry, so I gave him a piece of my mind. I don't think there is much more to say. I'll make you one promise. I promise to pour my heart and soul into making a video game for you, and to try my hardest to make it the best video game I could possibly make. I will not promise to abstain from saying fuck off to someone if they are being an asshat. You have the right to say fuck off, you dumb fuck, if you want to. He has the right to say fuck off, you dumb fuck, if he wants to. I have the right to say fuck off, you dumb fuck, if I want to, too. Damn, this guy's big mad. I should put this together. Plus mark and comma. Yeah, that makes sense. Because they're together. Let me make this a purpose. There we go. Okay. Probably could. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's now it looks. Okay. I am attempting to justify doing this due to stress. I keep thinking of a character from Metal Gear Solid's Naked Snake, his transformation into Punish Snake. When I first began developing Yandere Simulator, I was Naked Snake, young, in his prime, ready for action. Now I am Punish Snake, covered in scars, battle with shrapnel, missing an eye, and a limb, chewed up, spat out, weary of the world, angry, bitter, sick of it all. 2014 Yandere Dev probably would have said, "Stop, you guys, cyberbullying is wrong. Please don't harass anyone because of me." But 2017 Yandere Dev doesn't have the heart for it. Finally, those scumbags got a taste of their own medicine, he mutters before returning to his work. A momentary distraction from the endless toil. 2014 Yandere Dev probably would have said, "Please don't do that, you guys. I would have wished that my worst enemy." But 2017 Yandere Dev feels a sense of catharsis when he hears that the people who torment him are finally experiencing consequences for their actions. Karmatic retribution. It's easy to say that if you were in any given position, you do the quote-unquote right thing. But if a group of people dedicate themselves to ruining your life in every possible way for an extended period of time, it would have a very powerful effect on your decision-making process. It's easy to tell me what you think I ought to do. because you haven't been subjected to the type of cruelty that I have. You probably can't comprehend how months of abuse can cloud a person's judgment. It's something you can't fully understand unless you've actually gone through it. Maybe 2014 Yandere Dev would have decided to be the better, quote unquote, be the better man and rush to your aid. But 2017 Yandere Dev feels no pity for anyone associated with a blog that focuses exclusively on shaming a target. 2017 Yandere Dev isn't going to lift a finger for anyone like that. That's the most LARPy dramatic thing I've read in all fucking year. And I've read a lot of and I've read posts by that Mr. Potato Head guy that thinks that he's connected to the CIA. Holy shit, this guy's so full of himself. When people are stressed out and pissed when they say angry things, it's like when you're really upset at your boss and say, I want to punch my boss in the face. In that situation, you're not threatening to punch your boss. You're just ranting because you're so upset. People naturally want to talk about getting justice for all the crap they've been put through. It's stressful. What the fuck? Just what? Okay. I don't know if this kid has worked a day in his life, but you go to your place of work and you tell your boss in like earshot, like not even to his face, just say it in his general vicinity. Say that. Try it. Go ahead. I dare you. Have him catch it. And the reason that's relevant is because all the dumb shit this kid is saying is on the internet where it's full bloom in public knowledge. This guy is such a retard. I don't think he gets there's a difference between two guys at a bar ranting about someone like in private and like publicly going about saying that's kind of dumb shit publicly. You're an idiot. No, it's not okay to say that. In fact, your friend would probably say, hey, whoa, dude, what the fuck's wrong? You shouldn't take that far. Because, you know, it could be venting off steam, or maybe you're actually psychotic. Like, seriously, maybe see a therapist if that's what's going through your head. This is starting to become a little bit entertaining for me. Okay. Add that to the evidence bin. Not him, but a screenshot of the shit that goes down in his Discord. All right, let's take a look at this. Ban dash ban at Lance. Fuck you. Banned Lance. Hashtag 6805. Okay. Ban Lizard. Okay. Ban at Lizard41. Fuck you. Whoa. What the fuck? Problem fucking solved. Back to fucking topic. Wow. Why'd you ban Lance though? Wait, Lance was banned? He wasn't insulting Dev or anything. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was a little confused about Lance being banned. And he stayed on topic to actually. Guys, if you're gonna protect him we getting banned. I mean, I don't know what this is evidence of. This sounds like whining for the sake of whining. Like, yeah, this guy's a cunt, but it's a Discord server. I mean, it's funny because, like, although maybe it is relevant, I don't know. It's just that I don't have the full context here. I don't know why this guy was banned. I don't know what was going on. The mod handled it a little bit aggressively, but again, this is not like the same thing as Yandere basically, like, telling people to go kill themselves because he's mad at his Twitch chat. So, I don't know. This is just kind of a off-topic kind of thing. Large-scale censorship of fan base. All right, go to this. Okay, you know, this part's kind of cringy, I gotta say. Like, are we really gonna be? It's about ethics and Discord moderation here. Do I really care if they ban like 500 people from a Discord server? Like, when you phrase it like that, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. But let's get into it. After much deliberation, we've decided to transfer the ownership of subreddit. We had been thinking of nuking it in the first place. Considering our personal lives have been taking up much of our time, we haven't been able to be as present as the sub requires us to be. However, honestly, the content of that subreddit was lackluster at best and a bad version of Kiwi at worst. That being said, it was a long discussion, and DGP and DPG did not relent. However, in a 2-3 decision, the subreddit was transferred to another owner. We made the decision of transferring the subreddit to Alex in exchange for compensation based on how the community had grown under us. We know this will receive a lot of backlash, and we understand the anger that will be directed towards us. We sincerely apologize that it came to this. However, the subreddit was suffering due to a lack of available moderators as well as content, and we did not want to watch the subreddit fall. We did not hold applications for new moderators as we did not have time to evaluate and train anyone. We do understand the disappointment as well as the hate. However, we stand by our decision. We appreciate all the users who have put their faith in us. However, it was time to move into a new direction. At everyone. And this guy puts his hands up in the air like a shrug. Okay, but what about buying the subreddit? I used my personal savings for that, not the Patreon money. Okay. So this confirms he owns the subreddit, which that's an interesting thing itself. Proof of him purchasing a subreddit. I mean, okay. I think the screenshot of him admitting to buying it is enough, but okay. Okay, I see the problem here. Now I get why people are mad at him. Alright, so this should be its own thing because it's kind of a major fuck up on his part. Should be noted as such. Oh, we got someone in the chat. English Shinami. I remember that. How are you anyway, JMK? I'm doing alright. Just haven't really been into the streaming thing for a while now. Just got a second win though for this Yandere stuff. And don't forget putting Fun Girl into his game to block people from snooping rather than just not releasing the update until he was ready. Insert DDLC Easter egg instead of working on the actual game. Yeah, I've noticed that. I've heard rumors about that as well. Like that's just ridiculous. It does seem to me that like he is milking this for as long as possible. Essentially, he's pulling the con of I got a really cool product, but it'll take me a really long time to do it, and that time frame gets longer and longer and longer ad infinitum, and there's no actual game that will ever be produced, let alone a game produced in a timely fashion. Like, you've had AAA games developed in like a year, and usually those take a little bit longer than that. Like, let's just say 3 years. This game's going on 6 years. I don't expect this game to be any good when and I don't expect to get released. And the people who are paying money to this, they're getting ripped off. You shouldn't be spending month after month after month into his Patreon to help him live his life when he can't even develop a game that's you can even purchase. It makes no sense. Like, but that we haven't really gotten to that part yet. I do want to make sure that I get things right here. So go back to the allegations list. Buys his own fan sub and acts and censors criticism from it. All right, so that needs to be compiled and get that from the document. So far, I gotta say this document actually does deliver on a lot of its stuff. Again, there's some duds here and there. Some of these things are like, okay, there's missing evidence, there's broken links. But a lot of this stuff, so far, there's been more evidence confirming shit than not. Let's get that link. Document. Okay. Yeah, this is taking way longer than I thought it would. Get through all this. Actually, that's not true. I expect this to go a long time. However, I might start wrapping things up because I've been going on this for an hour and so, and I'm kind of tired, to be honest. So I might have to do part 2 of this. Okay, I better start adding some notes to these links so that way they're not just a wall of no context. I'll probably manage a lot of this stuff off screen. So that way I can present things a little bit more organizeder. But yeah, so far there's been plenty of good evidence. I should probably also note the stuff that wasn't good evidence from this document, things that are missing or whatever. And I might actually go to the guy who originally created this just to clarify certain points that were brought up into this. Mods and Yandere purchase of the subreddit. Okay. Back to the document. Purchasing a document. Now I should probably go to that browser. I don't quite understand this. Maybe it's because I'm not familiar with Reddit. Maybe because it's not explained very well. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is all the censorship that's been going on the subreddit after he purchased it. Add that to the document. Okay. Shrink. Fine. Go back to document. Okay. Then immediately censoring it. Red is deleted. Yeah, that was that. This is a brief scroll of comments detailing this purchase. About 50% deleted. All right, let's click that link. All right, I'm going to play this video at half speed. See it go by a little bit more easily. Yeah, that's a lot of removed comments, and probably a reason why creators themselves shouldn't be their own moderators for their own fan bases or whatever. Because if they do something wrong, if they fuck up, then how do you criticize them exactly? You can't. You have to basically placate and stay within the confines of his ego. That becomes an issue. Okay. That's the evidence document. Hey Rayo. It's all the posts removed after Yandev got the subreddit. Yeah, I figured that out. I just wasn't paying attention to the way it was written. Again, this document can be better presented. It's actually fairly good so far. Maybe that changes later on, but so far it's actually been decent points against this guy, and they have been able to back him up and substantiate them. That's all good. Okay. Example of comment deletion on one of his videos. Oh, this is incorrect. How long does it take to make a video game? And there's like almost 1 million views with 10K downvotes, 70 upvotes. 70, obviously thousands. Okay. 74 comments. Wait, I'm confused here. Okay, I'm confused by this one. It doesn't seem like this is good evidence of him censoring his YouTube comments. Like, all it shows is the number of views and the number of... Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, if he had this many views, there'd probably be a lot more comments, but this evidence is not strong enough, in my opinion. It's a fairly good guess, and it is reasonable to at least suspect that he's censoring comments, but it's not proof in itself. So I'm gonna probably leave this out of the document, or maybe put a question mark next to it. So yeah, it's reasonable to suspect he's censoring, but it's not guaranteed. There's also a good defense here that actually, let me add. This is how I can add this one to the document, and I'll show you right away. Because I can think of a defense for him. It's not that I like want to give him the benefit of the doubt. It's just that being objective about this, it does actually bear a good defense for it. Yandere censors his YouTube channel. This shows a great number of views, but an extremely low of comments. While it is reasonable, hang on, let me put this on screen. While it is reasonable to suspect Yandere is censoring comment section based on the data, it is possible the video yielded a low response or automakers flagged many comments as spam. Notes. Further evidence could show a stronger likelihood of censorship if, say, all or almost all the comments are positive. Okay. We'll leave it at that one. All right. Back to this. Back to the document. Midori bot, a bot developed by a friend of Yandere Dev. All right. Actually, at this point, I think I'm going to call it quits here for tonight because I am reasonably tired. It is 1 a.m., a quarter after 1, and this is a lot more time consuming than I thought. I don't want to make these too long. I think I'll make them an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at most. Yeah, I think I'll do this again. Tomorrow night might be a bit difficult, but sometime over the weekend I could probably do another stream like this, looking more at this document, looking more at these allegations, because I'm just scratching the tip of the iceberg here. I know there's a lot more dirt on this guy. I know it goes a lot deeper than this. People have made entire documentaries on this guy. So, yeah, going through this is going to be a lot of fun. And also going around some of the people that are a little bit questionable. Like, I'm going to put this out there. I think the Gaming Sleuth guy, I think that guy's untrustworthy, and you should not trust him. And I'll tell you why. He did his videos going against Yandere Dev and saying that he was full of shit, yada yada, jumping on that bandwagon for the clout and all that. Then he comes out with 2 apology videos saying that, oh yeah, I spoke to Yandere Dev. Turns out that I made the whole thing up. I lied about him. It was all bad. It was all wrong. That really, to me, strikes me as it hurts his credibility. It just completely kills it on the subject. And then he deletes the videos. Why? Like, he wants to brush them under the rug because his fans backlash, they retaliate, they go, no, why are you doing this? You're cucking to the guy, etc., etc., so on and so forth. And then he just brushed them on the rug because they were ever there. And then he comes back and claims that his videos were flagged by Yandere Dev. Now, it's possible that Yandere Dev would flag the channel because he is a cunt. We've established that tonight at the very least. It's possible. There's a problem, though. Gaming Sleuth has not produced any evidence to say that Alex actually flagged his videos. And again, we can't trust him because he called himself a liar and then took it back and wants to pretend he never went ahead and made peace with Yandere Dev. He wants to pretend all that, and still we have to just take his word when he makes a claim like Yandere Dev flagged my videos. I don't know. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. We don't really have that piece of information. It's missing. Maybe Gaming Sleuth will show evidence of this, and then we can believe him. But until then, until that happens, I would be extremely suspect of his claims for that reason. In fact, I might go into that in the open. In fact, tomorrow I'll go into that tomorrow. Next time not tomorrow. The next time I do a stream like this, I'm going to start with that pace, and then we'll go on from there. We'll also be returning to this document as well, and we're going to be going over more of it as time goes on. In the meantime, you guys have a good night. I'm going to sign off because it's like almost 2 a.m. Or it's going on 1:30 rather, I should say, to be more accurate. And yeah, if you have any, if I got anything wrong in this video, or I've made any mistakes or anything like that, leave a comment explaining what I got wrong, and I'll try to correct it on the next stream on this subject. And if you have any other leads or more information about this, post those in the comments as well. In the meantime, you will have a good night,